Hi, this is our September 2024 meeting on September 22nd, 2024 for Chaparral Poets. We had a guest reader, Frank Graham Dixon. Uh, I have confirmed with him earlier in the week. I have not heard from him today. I've been unable to reach him. Something may have come up for him. So we are going to move ahead with an open mic. And hopefully Frank can join us at some point if he's having some problems. Um, but welcome.
Thank you.
So now that I've started the recording, why don't you mention about your book?
Oh, again?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well,
Two
I hope it's on tape.
advertisements. What?
Why don't you introduce yourself because sometimes people will mosey on the website and pull up, some of the meetings and they may not be familiar with you and your work.
Okay, my name is Arlene Downing Yaconelli. I live in Sacramento and have been in and out of Sacramento for many, many years. I've ever since I started writing poetry, which was maybe 6, 7 years ago, I've taken lots of classes and worked with a lot of really good poets in a group like this. We get together and talk about what we did and what we need to do. And I find that I at first I cared nothing at all about writing a book, but then I decided, I have a family, and you know how families are. I don't know if yours are the same way, but I say, "Oh, I've got a new poem. You want to hear it?" "Oh, I can't. I'm sorry. I'm making biscuits right now." So when I'm gone, they'll want them. I know that. So I put a book together and published it, and I'm very pleased with it. It's really a lift to see something that you can do that pleases you. That's a real lift. Yeah, poetry or painting or whatever it is. So I'm very happy and very grateful that I could do it. And am I reading? Yeah, or you
Sure.
read?
Why don't you go?
Are
Yeah,
there questions?
Sure. Well, let's hear some selections from your book.
Okay.
Why don't you go show us the cover of the book?
Okay, this is a cover of one of the new pictures that was taken by the new explorer in the universe, way, way out. And the pictures are lovely that you find on that site. They're really blow you up to see what life is really like. Hi, Allegra.
Hi.
So I used a couple of those, but mainly I got, this is just a tip. I tried very hard to find pictures. I took a lot of them, and then I tried to find pictures that I really liked. And it's really difficult to get good ones off the internet without a lot of hassle, right? Having somebody sign releases and all this kind of stuff. And so I discovered there are several sites where if you give the photographer credit, you can use the pictures any way you want. And that works beautifully. So if somebody's looking for pictures, just look for the kind that you can give acknowledgement for and use, and they work really well. Okay, I'm just randomizing here. The first one, how many poems would you like us to read to begin with?
Well, why don't you go for 10 poems?
Whoa, okay. The first one is L'chaim, life. I am a flame, a blazing canticle. My tears praise, worship, give thanks for this time, this place, for the short and the luminous behind me, for the vision of eternity before me, for my children kindled in flame, wrapped in the holy seeds of all that we are, cast on timeless winds, ceaseless, endless, fathomless, gifts of birth and life, for the good held out to me, for the struggle with sin within, for the grief and the loss that fit me for, that lead me to the joy.
Wow.
Nice.
Yes.
And here's one. It's called Turning Point. Dead leaves dance, demented. In mad whirls, a cold wind whistles through bare trees, seeking warmth, only to blow it away. Mylar struggles, clutched in rain-darkened trees. Hidden meanings dangle like latent livelihoods, bleak and promiseless. But in the dark, wet earth, fungus branches, spores detach, disseminate, share with gnarled, depleted roots. A pas de quoi, death and dearth, left on a wild winter wind, while in quiet, secret dark below, resurrection, renewal, incubates, nurtures, the world wakes one more time.
Right.
Oh, and here comes some of the bad things. West wind rising. A churchyard tucked inside crumbled walls, overgrown. Cypress and cedar shade cold stone. Lichened warriors, decked in drifting petals, wind-scoured, gray, worn away under crisp crust of granite. Tilted monuments topple. Beyond rusted gates, cypress shadows darken tanks, lengthen twitch in rising wind. Vision slants, the future topples, impermanent. Launchers swivel, drones snarl the skies, casings clatter on cracked pavement, and the dead lie frozen, shoeless.
Hmm. Thank you.
I hope someone's keeping track. I should have been marking. Okay, that sounds like about 5, right?
Yep.
Okay,
Or maybe.
okay. This one, you have to see the picture.
Oh,
I love that.
really cool.
Mantis dances.
Uh.
Joie de vivre. Come, dance with me. A dance of life, poised on slender rail, arms upraised, pheromones prevail. Touch my claw. Spread your wings. Love me now as we dance and sing, 'cause the future I'll be pining, missing you as I'm dining.
Yeah.
And
One of my favorite cartoons is two praying mantises and you know the husband comes home and his head is missing and the wife says, "You slept with her, didn't you?"
yeah,
I'm a sick puppy.
some of the
What can I
cues.
say?
He couldn't even tell her yes or no. Couldn't defend
That's
himself.
right. He didn't have to lie. He couldn't lie.
So this one is called Within, and it was accepted by a geological society, which I never would have thought. Within chaos, confusion. Within confusion, pain. Within pain, change. Equilibrium explodes, heat and pressure build, the ground shakes, traps time in an instant's hush. Jagged rifts open in the granite. In branching, snarled veins of quartz, thrust into solid stone, ignite spaces grudgingly offered, push, shatter their way through the rock to become motherlode. Okay, and I have the one about that I showed you the picture of about John Muir. It's called Evening Storm on John Muir's Treetop Ride. And he wrote about this in one of his books. The day was wasted, dry, and you, restrained and calm, stepped outside, closed your eyes. Like David, raise your psalm. The evening storm arrives. The power moves you to worship deep within. You climb the arching treetops, breathe deep the threatening gale, swing across the clotted sky above the flooded vale. Hear the storm's wild laughter as branches thrash and flail, smell rosin on the wind, reed-driven raindrop braille. Feel thunder from within, see shredded light explode, hot excitement gathers, the tempest your abode. There are no thoughts of fear, nor moments of regret. You ride above the storm and riding high forget how small at times your life, inconsequential, yet heaven's arms are opened as you dance the wild duet.
Yes, yes.
Beautiful. Love this.
Okay, two more and I'm done. Genesis 1:31. Loosened, wilded, unrestrained, explosive, rollicking, giggling joy, tossed with loose-limbed baby boy. Fetter-fracking laughter rises to the highest rafter, and after, a settled calm, under wing, a burbled smile, a rocker's swing. Rides sleep sweeping flow, and across the unimagined miles, God smiles.
Yeah, yes.
Lovely.
Let's see what else we have here. Oh, shall we end on a positive note?
I think so.
Okay. Okay, the sea comes. The sea comes, wave upon following wave, curls, crashes, sluices over lace-foamed beaches, hisses across wide sand shelves. The sea returns again and again and again, paces, chases, surrounds scurries of claw-raised crabs, spasms of grunion, silver glittered. The sea covers over and over and over again, engulfs, erodes, silences, muffles today's urgencies, breakers windswept tomorrows. The sea reclaims, pulse by mesmeric pulse, sucks, pulls, erases yesterday's flotsam from the shores, today's runes from the rippled sand. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. And
Hey.
Marlene, if we wanted to purchase a copy of that, how could we go about doing that?
Well,
I am so motivated.
are you?
Yes.
I have to find a way to get it printed again, or you can, you can just write into Mixbook and buy it for, I think they're selling it for like $150. So I wouldn't, yeah, right.
$50
So
a copy?
that's why I'm trying to find another printer.
Ah,
Yeah, they do a good job, but they're very expensive.
Wow.
Usually you only make one book, for yourself when you use them.
we did Chaparral did a book. It was some sort of a legacy work of for some people who some of them were no longer with us.
Uh-huh.
And it was the Better to Laugh book. And I found a place back east called Digipod. That was,
Digipod?
it wasn't all that expensive. I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't nearly as expensive as I thought it would be.
Okay.
And what was it called?
Pardon me?
What was this place called?
Digipod, Diggypod. I think it's digipod.com.
Oh,
And you could get it as an ebook. That's another way of doing it. You could do it as an ebook. And then that's something people can purchase, and then you could just send them an e-copy, it's one big PDF file.
Right. And that's one of my problems. You have to have special equipment to do the PDF file that they will use to print. And I've never used it before. So and everybody keeps telling me, oh, it's the hardest thing in the world to use. Anybody ever used one of those?
One,
Ready for print program?
mhm.
Okay.
I've just used Word converting to PDF file.
Right, they won't take that. Most printers won't guarantee you a book that comes out looking right unless you have the special programs that I guess take a PhD to run. I don't know.
So in
We
the
might
chat,
look around
Mark just put in the Digipod website link.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You
And
might
some
want to check that
local
out.
publishers might do that.
You know, I had a friend who went through Amazon and he wrote a book that it was a very limited publication. It was like print on demand.
Right.
It wasn't
That's what I was
that bad.
looking
I
for.
bought a copy. It was like $30 or something.
Yeah, that would be good. That's a good price
Mhm.
for a print on demand. So I'm still looking, talking to people. I'm working with one group, but it's not working out. So
Okay.
thank you all.
Thank you for your poems. I'm so excited that you were able to read for us. And when are you thinking about moving to North Carolina?
Well, I'm going up in the 1st of October to talk to a realtor that I've been talking to, and my son is up there right now living. So,
Mhm.
so we'll see.
The coast there is
I've got computers.
beautiful.
I can be with anybody, you know?
The coast there is beautiful, and there was I don't remember the name of the beach, but it's just across from where the Wright brothers flew their first
Uh,
flights
okay. Well, I'm
at
looking in
Kitty
the
Hawk,
mountains. Yeah.
and it was just amazing. And there's the coastline's great. You have to deal with the hurricanes, but
Yeah.
they're usually not as bad in North Carolina.
Right. Well, thank you for giving me a platform for a little
You
while.
bet.
That was fun.
First.
Wonderful
Poems.
poems.
That's great. Yeah.
Yes, awesome. Okay, anybody else would like to share a poem or two or three?
I have one that I shared with the group at the Sacramento Senior Center
Okay.
this last time that I was there. So I would like to share that, seeing as it's right in front of my face.
Let's do.
This is called Birthing the Work. They bravely come forth via mind-heart contractions, poems, stories, articles, legacies, part of ourselves, vulnerable in their newness, birthed onto the page. Enter critique group, small in number, mighty in intent, gently extracting what is not germane, like veritable word surgeons, pens and pencils, their surgical tools. Coming together like fresh mothers protecting newborns, we lay them willingly on discernment's table, subject now to accolades and slashes, better ready for presentment to the world. Each of us gets them, warm rays of praise, whipping winds of needed change, babies and birthers, both developing, glad gifters of the written word.
Ooh, I like that one.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Joanne, you're not a chaparral member, are you?
Huh?
Are you a chaparral member?
I did join.
Okay, awesome. Awesome. And where do you live?
I'm in Sacramento.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not usually on our readings, online readings.
Mm.
Great to see you. Anyone else like to share a poem?
I want to share one. I'm hiding today so you don't see my face.
Oh, who is that? iPhone or?
Yeah, I'm on my iPhone. I know Allegra. I think she remembers me, and I know Sue. And I've been on, I've been in the Poetry Center, for a long time, but I haven't gone for a while.
And what's your name again?
Nancy Ginsburg.
Okay. Hi, Nancy.
Nancy. Hi, Nancy.
Hi. Okay. My Love, a poem for my husband. A New Year's 2012 poem dedicated to my Stephen. We celebrate our lives together 45 years. I will love you forever. With a glance into my eyes, a gentle kiss, you take my hands in yours. We embrace passionately, holding each other tightly, never wanting to let go. We smile, laugh, sharing, caring. Love is like a dance, twirling us around as our hearts beat fast. Our souls, our spirits, intertwined as one. You are always there for me, loving me each day. Our love, our bond is a message to behold. Loving you with all my being, a pure devotion, embracing until eternity.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Now we just celebrated 54 years.
Oh, that's
Oh,
amazing.
Wow. All right.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've got a poem.
Hey, Allegra, how you doing?
Okay. All right. These are written recently. This one's called A New Day. Light creeps through my bedroom window, soft as a kitten's paw on my eyelids. An unexpected joy, the yes of yes to a new day. The empty picture, filled with light, holds a deep quiet. There is a surge in the filling and the pleasure of the pouring. And this next one is called The Shadowed Hours. Together, wild geese fly through the night, one leading the V to a place far from sight. Leaders will change, but flight continues. No one pays much mind to the solitary voice, but when many gather together like the honking of night flight, we're more likely to listen. May there be a grace of goodness that hovers over hate, a wisdom of the wilderness, Jack and the pulpit blossoming. It's dark. I'd like to close my eyes to the worries of the world, let words fall asleep in the vines of tired lines. Come, speak to me now, all you voices of nature. Come, lead me to courage for the flight, honing to a vision beyond the shadowed hours.
Mm.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Would you like one more?
Sure.
One with sky, stars that light the night, do not ask for whom or why. They stitch the darkness into a glistening gown for all earth to share.
Ah.
The startle of dawn brings me to another day. Through my door window, as I watch birds come to feed, I'm one with trees touching the sky. The mothering clouds bring me a whisper of love sent from blue beyond, a chanting of returning, infinity beckoning.
Mhm.
Very nice.
Thank you.
Beautiful,
Thank
Allegra. Thank you. Who else would like to read?
I'll read a couple.
Okay. Thank you, Sue.
I would read you something more recent, but I can't find my phone, so I have to wait for someone to call me. This one's called Midnight. I'll meet you on the other side of midnight, where no one knows our names, where time is unknown, measured by dust, scorned by the moon, where thorns enter through starlight and nowhere is where we are, where borders and horizons are porous and fragile, waiting for us to cross over as easily as clearing cobwebs and slipping through a hidden door. Let's see. There's one I had all set up here, of course. But maybe that's not the one that needs to be read. Obviously not. We'll go with the carnival. That scalding summer day melted into a starless night, a day dripped with sweat, much like the day before and the day before that. We drank too many sodas, ate too many corn dogs, laughed until our cheeks hurt. The view from the Ferris wheel dizzied us with delight. Colored lights swirled around us as we flew above our homes, above our parents' sad stories, below the radar of our dreams. Summer blurred into fall. We tore ourselves away from each other. I remember the way you carried that green stuffed dragon, carried my heart full of tears on the slow walk home.
I have another one.
Okay.
Yellow elegance. Displayed on our oak table in a glass pitcher, gold scalloped on rim, lilac flowers on handle, with scattered green leaves around the 12-inch base. Blooms erupt within hours, sending perfumed aromas of bright yellow daffodils, 6 petals surrounding one delicate inner flower of tranquil beauty.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Sharon, do you have a poem for us today?
Sure. Am I loud enough?
Sure. Yes.
Okay. Here's one. This is Fast Friends. She tucked it under the tarp, each tuft and wooden wicker wire, each gray bramble thread, fallen leaflets, woolen ball, pine, needle, moss, knitting a coarse egg-shaped bed, adding feathers and fluff, bark, puff, perhaps a thicket of my son's hair. She followed the pattern of the sun, east to south to west, and around as if encircling his head, if he would sit to crown, like a cut. Enamored with hummingbirds, I was disturbed by the lack of faith of this tiny madam for not sharing her brood with me. Such a commotion that morning, peeps and tits and twits and hoots, and as I came out, a few grayish feathers floating, an empty nest.
Oh.
But I'm not done. We could have been fast friends, both mothers hidden away in our homes, enjoyment of sun, spring flowers, nectar of the day, plenty of time to play. Why did she stay away? No eggs within this wondrous bed ball, no signs of what I had missed entirely, except the tree hair on the patio chair, bound up under the tarp. I would have inserted paper, found poems, tercettes about how we raise our young, how we lift others up, inspire. We'd go on nature journeys, share our treasures, and sing. Oh, how lofty we would sing.
Thank you.
Fun.
I had the pleasure of bringing the Pegasus Award to Sharon at her house.
That was wonderful. And
Yes,
thank
that
you.
was an honor for me too.
I still prize it. So if you want, I have this, it's a series of 3 poems. I don't know if there's time for that.
Sure, sure.
And it's a little unusual. Some of you have heard 1 or 2 of them, but it is actually a set and they go together.
Okay.
So it's about the Ayurvedic principles called the doshas. And even if you don't understand any of what that is, it's fine. So in theory, there's like 3 different kinds, and each of us is one of those kinds, right? It's like the way we respond to things, the way that we eat and digest our food. Yeah, kind of like that.
Mhm.
But I've kind of taken it in another direction.
Okay.
I am the doshas. I live in the home of the ancestors, embedded in genes of the people, the elements of the planets, the soul of all there is. I balance, sustain, and maintain the idea of wholeness, preservation of health, temperaments of body, mind, spirit, wellness. I embrace my intuitive nature, flourishing plants and herbs of the earth, taking in fresh water from resilient springs, restoring sacred, amplifying energy, releasing old seas. I sway with the seasons to transform into all that is new. My beauty is apparent with age, essence of harmony, clean and pure, taking in nourishment, exiting skin, living temperaments in even tones. I breathe the in and out of expansion, contraction, contradiction. I breathe the in and out of expression, illusion, eradication. I meditate in mountain air, in evaporation, warmth of the flame. The elements move in and out of me. I transition in beauty, aging gracefully, knowing a common science of life, the essence of growth and destruction, the why and how of it all. I harmonize the water, the air, the earth, the fire, the ethers. I survive all species and kinds. I retain memory of all love and share it like there's no tomorrow, and share it on a platter for my guests. Part 2. I am Vata. I am Vata. I know not the ground except underfoot, where all things gather, where all things land, soil stickiness as it clings to stem. I know not the heat of finger furling flames, that is fire, burgeoning from non-anger, just action, mission, a forward flinging flying, changing everything in its path, including its path, ending in bitter ash. I know not water, its essence wet and sparkling, flowing by so fast one cannot follow a drop. The whole must be embraced, cupped between hands, brought up to the lips to be taken in, floated upon as if it were all there was. I am Vata. I know the air, the space between spaces, the edge between feather and imminent weather, which slicks the barbs, heats the down, signals to nest or not. I am the dark flight of night. I am the unknowing, the ever-existence mystery of sky, holding nothing, secrets everywhere.
Nice.
Next is I am Kapha. I am Kapha. I am solid like the tree in a dense forest, the trunk, limbs, leaves, bark, the sap, the rustling of breeze as it sifts through me, leaving a stronger, resilient, more capable me tree after a storm. I know what is in front of me. Don't you feel it? I live a life of substance, cohered water and earth, essentially mud, muck, mortar, structure, built into stability and strength. Legs of a tree, body of a mountain, broad shoulders to climb on. I am calm power, compacting centuries of stories into striations of soil, concave and peaked, flat and dry, red and brown. In my truth, I stand tall. I know water as it runs down my back, pushes my form into artful design, pulls into sacred cups, seas of salts. Sacred sites honor my hallowed ground, erosion reinventing my eons, yet still I stand. I know fire as it scorches my arms, brushes its heated breath against my skin. burns its red hot singe in temporary tattoo. Lava flow, when stilled, makes more of me. I know air as it churns into broad swales and tight spirals, touches down in a sweeping cleanse, nourishes my dust, spreads seeds into life. I am Kapha, a capsule of energy. I hold things together, devoted to self, embracing all.
Thank you.
One last one.
Okay.
All right. This is the other dosha. This is I am Pitta. I am Pitta, a little spitfire, hot as the sun in brilliant spice of night, ignited in a flash of fiery emergent light, assertive, aggressive, masculine, muscular, the first one in for a run, quick, motivated goal setter, leader, impatient leader. I lead the team on a blazing trail with boundless energy. I shall prevail. Fueled by air, essentially intimate with land, I lead an experience of mass destruction, the ultimate clutter clearer. I am Pitta. I am ambiance, a candlelit dinner, dancing fireflies flitting at water's edge, genuine warmth of masterful romance. Take cover. I can strike without notice, a dry blade, a sudden spark, and I swerve in and out of trees, striding strong partnered with summer breeze. I may seem angry, just impetuous, impatient, spontaneous, full of life. At first, at fast, I dance, leaping lust, spreading in a wild frenzy passion, time untethered too, to return, self-ignition, self-evolution, self-elimination, the amber of ember, a puddle of ash, a final fatal act, extinction.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Quite a quad there.
Yeah.
Yes.
Welcome, Dwight. Sorry,
Hi.
hope I didn't leave you in the waiting room too long. I didn't see you. Usually I get a little pop-up notice. I
Well,
didn't.
what I did was re-enter, closed it, and entered it again, and then it popped right in.
Okay, great. No,
Sorry, I was late. I
I
fell
checked my
out.
emails. I just happened to randomly check my emails and I saw that you were there.
Yeah, well, I didn't mean to be late. I just
No.
medications knock me out every now and then. I'm like, where did I go? Oh, damn it, man, I'm late again. I'm glad I got in.
Yeah, me too.
That was nice, Sharon. Thank you.
Yeah, good to see you.
Mark, do you have a poem for us today?
I do, thank you. It's an old one. Time stands still. Time stands still sometimes because it's waiting for us to walk up to it and take a selfie with it. Time has an ego too, and wants its special moments shared, but lacks hands to hold the camera now that most clocks and watches are digital. Old-fashioned clocks have run out of their time. Time stands still sometimes because it too wants to wake up and smell the coffee. Time will stand behind you in line at Starbucks. From over your shoulder, peruse the word soup menu and tick, tick, tick its impatience along with you. As the front of the line customer finally settles on chocolate cookie crumble cream frappuccino, but then insists it gets mixed with vanilla bean cream frappuccino and the strawberry cream frappuccino, just to have a true Neapolitan experience. Time will agree with you that standing in this line is a monumental waste of time. As long as you call it Siri first and ask politely. Time stands still sometimes because it's upset that you're wasting it. So time puts you in a corner on a 5-minute timeout, punishing you with silence and forcing you to listen to your own heartbeats as your body tightens with dramatic tension and ringing ears. Your brain attempts to fill the empty space with regrets that taste like bleach, burning but never cleaning your insides. Time much prefers that you ignore it until you get involved in something and lose all track of time. Then time wants your attention back. Time can be like Prince's mother. Time is never satisfied. And that, my friend, is what it sounds like when the alarm clock cries. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark.
Great way to end it too.
Thank you.
That was interesting. I like the Starbucks portion.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's a waste of time, right?
Yes.
This is Linda. I have one poem.
Oh, awesome. Thank you.
Forever October in memory. Buttoning my red sweater, I shiver across our leaf-padded grass. Sleepy squash and pumpkins observe me, snicker as I plop on the swing. I'm too old, 7th grade, and homework, even dishes, await. I glide high as houses light up across the street. The crisp October dusk seems redolent of ages past, of forever. I swing and swing long after darkness hides our yard.
Hmm.
Right.
Yes,
I could see you swinging.
yes.
It was a swing my father made for us children. He was really
Do you have a poem for us too?
I do. I have two, if you don't mind.
Sure.
Okay, the first is called I Want to Live in Living Color. I want to live in color, a color outside of blue. I love blue, but I've been within the hue of blue for quite a while, outside of purple too. Purple is a nice hue, dizzy and mild, jazzy like Miles and Dizzy. Their purple is steeped in blue. I love that too, but I feel it's time for a change. Red or yellow would be a nice style for a while. That's it, yellow. I want to live in the living color yellow. A, I'm my future is so bright, I need to wear shades glowing yellow. A, warming all that I come in contact with yellow. I want to experience yellow and then red, a dazzling kind of red, a sizzling kind of red, the kind of red that makes people point at you and say, that cat is red hot kind of red. I would toy with mixing red and yellow and create orange. I love orange. It is a lively, romantic color that makes the summer sunsets, the kind of orange that, when swirled with red, purple, and blue, draw lovers to a point to view, awaiting twilight, followed by stars in blue black sky, swirling all the colors takes us past purple and blue to black. I love black. All life emerges from the darkness of black into the light. It is a badge of honor to be called black. I am a black man who feels blue all too often when pondering the world's plights.
Mm. Very good.
Thank you.
Okay, and my next one is called Drunk on Poetry.
Hmm.
Let's have another poem. One for the road, just a short one. Excuse me if I stumble to the mic, slur some words. It's points like this that I've been known to spew some of the most profound literary offerings you've ever heard. Write them down, because tomorrow I won't remember any of this shit.
Love that. Thank you. Well, thank you, everyone. This has been wonderful, wonderful hour. So we have Paul Tellis, and for next month, we have Paul Tellis and Laura Rosenthal, who are going to be joining us. So we'll have two guest readers next week and next month. And so for November, I don't have anybody lined up for November at this point. And I have to look at the calendar. We might do something a little bit earlier so that it doesn't conflict with Thanksgiving. It'll be probably would otherwise be around Thanksgiving. So we might even experiment and do another day in November. But thank you all for coming, and it's great hearing from you all.
Thank you. Thank you for hosting.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Arlene, good luck in your
Thank you.
in
Thank
your
you.
house hunting in North Carolina. So will you still be in touch with us after you
Oh,
move?
of course. I can't get off the internet, you know?
Awesome.
It's my second home. Thank you very much for this evening. It was fun. And
Yes,
I
it was.
loved your poems, all of you. Thank you for coming. Good night.
Good night.
Night.
Thank you.
Take
Good
care.
night. Thank you.
Bye.